Alright, what you see in the next slide is the three main areas that we have just discussed: the business intelligence or BI infrastructure, BA business analytic tool set, and then we have the managerial users and methods. So it is quite clearly explained here uh, how these business intelligence and business analytics are being used by the users in order to assist them in making decision, and also given some of the examples of platform where they make use of this BI and BA in making decisions, such as MIS is one of it, DSS decision support system, and also in EIS expert intelligence systems. Yeah, so these are the areas where they can use or build in with BI and BA features in helping them in making decision. And the data for the business intelligence or BA comes from the areas such as call centers, websites, feedback, interactively when the users or the customers or the consumers feedback to you through the website, through mobile devices, smartphones, through blogs, through some digital stores, online feedback, or even from feedback from the users directly onto your databases, data warehouses, or data marts. You collect or you gather this data for processing purpose. Then we need to do some cleaning, and then we need to do some analyzing so that this data can be used as a knowledge or information for decision making. All right, so please take some time to go through this slide, try to understand it. There are a lot of details here so that you will understand how the BI and BA can be used for decision support system. So under the BI and BA, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at 6 elements in the BI environment itself. What are the 6 elements in the business intelligence environment? And they are: one, from data from business environment. One of the most critical important element is definitely the data. Next, we need to look, as you have seen in the slide earlier, the BI infrastructure, the platform that we're going to use to collect your data, to gather your data, to store your data, so that we can continue using the tool set in order to analyze and transform into decision making. Also, we're going to look at what are the BA tool set available in helping us in this. We're going to look at managerial users and methods, basically the senior managers and middle managers or the operational managers, how they make use of this business intelligence environment, and what are the methods or skills acute with them in order to make use of this environment in making decision. As you can clearly see in the slide, there are given 3 delivery platform, either through MIS, DSS, or EIS or ESS. And also there is a interaction from the users. So we have user interface are required. User interface platforms are required for the user to interact with the systems or business intelligence environment. Moving on, we're going to look at into BI and BA capabilities, such as the goal is to deliver accurate real-time information to decision makers. So the goal is to deliver accurate real-time information to decision makers. Some of the main functionalities of the BI systems are listed in this slide for your information. So the functionalities of the BI systems are such as in producing reports that you can use for decision making, parameterized report, maybe very special or specialized or customized report for a special action to be taken, special decision to be made, or generally all BI systems will have dashboard. Sometimes we do call scorecard, where all the required information, important information will be grouped together in one place, which is quite popularly known as dashboard or scorecard for the top management. Yeah, to have a quick summary, quick information, quick knowledge out as output from the system. Also include some ad hoc query or search or report creation functionality. Also possible for you to drill down further for more details. Most of the system allows that. Either you look at the dashboard or scorecard or summary, or you drill down into further details for more information, so that you can make more precise decision if required. Next, in order to use BI for forecasts, scenarios, any upcoming or future scenarios or cases or models, even to come out with models that can be used as a reference for future cases or by anyone else, yeah, or by third parties if you are interested or wish to, so that all this can be used, yeah, for the decision making process. And these are the main functionality of the BI system. Besides, there are many other features or details also can be seen within the BI system. Let's look at who are the BI users. Yeah, BI users. Uh, Even though some of this data are quite outdated, definitely you can find new data, updated information in the net today. But this data shows that 80% of the users are casual users who are very much depending on production report. Yeah, business intelligence related production report. And they are senior executive, could be part of the management, where they use these BI features for monitoring purpose. Yeah, mainly for monitoring, to monitor their businesses, the progress of the businesses, what action need to be taken to transform the business into the next levels, and so on. Those are the senior executive who are involved in using the BI, and 80% of them are senior executive. The middle managers and analysts, also part of them, part of the 80%, and normally what they do, or they will be involved in ad hoc analysis, yeah, based on request or based on demand. The other group, part of this 80% casual users who are depending on the production reports from the BI systems, is known as operational employees. Yeah, the line managers or the operational employees, where they have so-called pre-packaged reports, customized report or pre-prepared reports for their routine jobs or daily tasks what to do next. Also can be part of the SOP, best practices, and so on. Some of the example given is such as sales forecast report, customer satisfaction report, loyalty and attrition, supply chain backlog, employee productivity, and so on. Some of these are pretty standard reports which can be generated from the BI system for the business purpose. What you can see in the next slide is similar information where you can see who are the power users, or also known as producers of the BI system or BI reports, and it is classified. Only 20% of the employees are known as power users. And who are they? They are the IT developers, super users, business analysts, and analytical modelers, those who are involved in analytical works. And what are their capabilities? For example, the IT developers will be helping you in producing all the reports, in generating all the report structure, report design, report formats, and so on. And who are the users of these reports? As we discussed earlier, the casual users. Who are the 80% of the employees? For example, customers, suppliers, and individual operational employees. Whereas super users, there will be one or two or very limited super users among the companies, where their capabilities are in generating very special or customized report, or we call them parameterized reports. And also business analysts, they will be involved or capable in generating the dashboard or scorecard, or even sometimes ad hoc queries, drill down search or online analysis report, either by the senior managers or staff, to support them, to assist them in decision making process. And then we do have analytical modelers, where they help us or help the users in making what if analysis, or they also involve in producing statistical models, reference models, out of the software, out of the BI system, for the business analysts, in order to for them to use as a reference or to use as a tool in order to analyze the business based on the requirement. So BI is being used actively by 80% of the users for different purpose, but generally at a high level to help them to make decision. So there are a lot of information available on this slide. I really hope that all of you will go through it, understand it, and this is how the BI and the BA are being used within the firm, within the company, in meeting their objective or in making decision. So let's look into some detail what it means by production report, which is a main output or the most important features of the BI system in helping the users. So when it comes to production reports, most widely used output, as far as the BI suites or the BI systems are concerned, some of the common predefined or prepackaged report or customized report, as we discussed earlier, are such as sales related report. For example, forecast sales, sales team performance, and so on. Anything to do with sales. Top rated product, high sales product, anything to do with sales. Top product or top sales for the day, top sales product or related product for the month, for the week, and so on. Yeah, definitely the system has many features where you can customize your request based on the business need. Service call center will be definitely asking for report related to customer satisfaction, service costs, and any other related types of report related to the service or call center. Next, we have a marketing related report such as campaign effectiveness, loyalty and attrition related report that can be generated, out of this BI system. When come to procurement and support, the department who involved in purchasing product items required by the business, they might want to look at supplier details, supplier performance, cost involved, and so on. Top purchase product for the month, top 5 product, so anything related to supplies. And definitely there will be many reports that can be generated related to this area. The same goes to supply chain. They can use these BI reports in order to look at backlog, fulfillment status, and related reports. When it comes to the financial department or related department, definitely the BI report can be used for general ledger, cash flow monitoring, and related reports. When it comes to human resources, these BI reports can be used to see the employee productivity, compensation required, and any related report for the HR purpose. So this BI is actually a very popular tool, very powerful tool that can be used by many different departments, users, for different purpose in assisting them in making decision. Moving on, the predictive analytic, which is also another important features of the BI system, which uses variety of data techniques to predict future trends and behavior patterns, such as statistical analysis related report. Various statistical analysis related report can be generated for the purpose of decision making for the senior managers and any other users. Data mining related work or activities can be done. Historical data can be viewed, can be pulled out based on how much of data or how backdated kind of data that you have within the database. Any assumption that you need to make also can be considered. It incorporated, basically this predictive analytic incorporated into numerous BI applications for sales, marketing, finance, even fraud detection, healthcare, for the purpose of, for example, credit scoring, predicting responses to direct marketing campaigns, and so on. So definitely the investment onto this BI system or BA systems will be quite high, but in return, as you can see, there are many benefits, long list of benefits or features that it comes with for the users to make use. Continue on the on the analytic, data analytic, specifically into big data analytic, where massive data set collected from social media, online and in-store customer data and so on can be used to help to create real-time personalized shopping experiences for major online retailers. Some smart cities are using this massive data collected for generating public records, for collecting and analyzing, and also for identifying or detecting using sensors, okay, or even to identify location data from smartphone. So as all of us are aware that today we can turn on our location in our smartphone, and the phone will be communicating with the GPS system in order to identify your exact location and update the database. So such features are available today, and the data definitely need to be collected, sent and received, analyzed for the next action, yeah, to be taken. Moving on, ability to evaluate effect of one service change on system also is part of the big data analytic features as part of the intelligent system. In fact, the list is quite long. There are many other features are available, especially in today's modern BI system or BA system, which you can always Google and find out what are the new features or advanced features that available within the BI system, yeah, in order to help the company or the firm in decision making. In the next slide, what you have is an interactive session related to technology, how this BI and BA system help the zoo, this particular zoo, known its customers. Yeah, so there are series of questions that are available that you can go through it during the second session of the open discussion. Please brainstorm it with your friends and take a look how this particular zoo is making use of these available tools in identifying, recognizing, and of course managing, and what action to be taken next onto their customers. Still on the same topic, business intelligence and business analytic, what we're going to do is we're going to look at operational intelligence and analytic. What are the operational intelligence and analytic types of activities that can be performed, by these tools. So as far as operational intelligence are concerned, we need to look at business activity so that we can do some kind of monitoring, identifying and monitoring what are the operational intelligence required within your firm, so that it can be programmed, it can be included into the BI system for the activity monitoring purpose, and how this activity can be automated so that either routine or standard output or some smart output can be generated moving forward. Collection and use of data generated by sensors, for example. Today, thousands of sensors are being implemented or applied to any particular or any specific environment or systems or infrastructure for data collection purpose, so that the data can be used for many other purposes for the business, as per the business need. All huge system, for example, traffic monitoring system, weather monitoring system, airline ticketing system, all the huge system, logistic related system, baggage handling system, for example, in the manufacturing, in order to identify the materials, the operators, and so on, there are thousands and thousands of sensors are being installed everywhere as per the requirement, and data are being collected from these sensors for further processing purpose. The next big thing that we are talking about related to this BI and BA is what we call Internet of Things, IoT, where we are creating huge streams of data from web activities, sensors, and other monitoring devices. So all data collected from these web activities or any other monitoring devices are being used for decision making. And all the advanced countries, as you can see from the internet, are using these for example to manage the crime, to identify the criminals, to generate related reports, to use for analysis purpose, pattern recognition purpose, facial recognition purpose, and so on. So there are many use. The important thing is you need to collect data, you need to analyze them, you need to use the right tool such as BI and BA for the right purpose. And definitely areas such as BI and BA are very relevant, yeah, in achieving this target. In the next slide, what is given to you is another interactive session for a company in US where they use it for a game uh, in helping the human decision makers in selecting the right technology. So again, a series of questions are given to you. I'm not going to go through this with you now. Again, you can do the same during your discussion session. Please go through all these questions with your team, with your friends, brainstorm and try to understand how this particular case study is using BI and BA tools in achieving or in meeting their goal. Still related to business intelligence and business analytic topic, the features of location analytic which able to gain business insight from the location, yeah, geographic component of data. This is one good example is like our mobile phone, where the location is very critical data for many purpose, yeah, even to for you to start your journey, for you to reach your destination, for you to reach the time taken in order to calculate the time that will be taken, the cost that it involves, and so on. So the location is a very critical data which is being collected by or which is being identified by your phone, by your smartphone for many purpose. So devices such as sensors and scanning devices like for example the CCTV and many other scanning devices are part of the infrastructure and also the map being provided by some service providers like Google, Waze and so on for the same purpose. So location or the data which is known as a location is a very critical data for the analytical purpose. We do have what we call GIS system or GPS system owned by some organization or firm which provides such a data for many purpose, yeah, for decision makings and so on. And there are many big players, especially related to weather forecast, weather management, weather related companies making use of the GPS system for many decision making and prediction related works. For example, to predict the weather for the next 5 days, to predict some hotspot globally, to predict some unidentified object globally, and so on. So all these are possible to be done just because the availability of the BI and BA system. Otherwise, it is, yeah, quite impossible to do that. There are two main management strategies for developing BI and BA capabilities. I think it's good for us to look at this, why management of today are going for BI and BA mainly in the process of decision making. One of the main reason is because they can use the BI and BA features or capabilities as a one-stop integrated solution. As a one-stop integrated solution, meaning as one point, as one stop location where they can look for solution instead of they are asking or they are calling many different parties or they are referring to many different resources in order to make the decision. But definitely it comes with cost. Hardware firms sell software that run optimally on their hardware and makes the firm dependent on single vendor. And if you planning to switch, definitely the switching cost is very high, meaning you have to start all over again. So that makes you or the firm, the vendor, lock you, all right, so that you are with them for a long term instead of short term. But definitely the cost is high, but there is a very good return as we have discussed so far. So one of the main reason is for the management to use these BI and BA capabilities as a one-stop integrated solution. The next reason is as a multiple best of breed solution, as a best practices or best option. Reason, the BI and BA has greater flexibility and independence. Features, potential difficulties in integration, must deal with multiple vendors. So instead of all that, they just look for one particular vendor, maybe the best vendor, the best option, and then they go for it. So this, instead of having multiple vendors or multiple sources or multiple options. So these are the two main management strategies for developing BI and BA capabilities. And as we have discussed earlier, operational and middle managers as well use the BI and BA for decision making purpose by having proper data, information and knowledge. And also we have seen some very specialized people such as the super user and business analysts, how they use of this BI and BA to meet their objective. Some features of the decision support system, basically any DSS or decision support system uses a mathematical or analytical model built in for the processing purpose. And also it has some other features such as it allows you to do what if analysis, sensitivity analysis, backward sensitivity analysis, also allows you to do multi-dimensional analysis, online analysis, and many more features, full or rich of features, and it comes with cost as I mentioned to you earlier. And the users of these BI and BA systems definitely require special skill, special training, so that they will be equipped with proper knowledge and exposure, so that they will be the either super user or a proper user of these particular systems. There is an example of sensitivity analysis that can be used or that can be done using either BI and BA systems. Please take a look, please go through this, and you can study the data provided by yourself. There is another example given how a pivot table can be used for the same purpose. by using as simple as Excel tool that we have, or as part of your Microsoft Office for the business intelligence purpose. In the next slide, also you can see how the expert information system also can be used by the senior management in making decision, especially when it comes to areas such as financial related areas, business processes, customers, where you have huge or large number of customers, especially when your market is globally related and your industry is still growing, then definitely you need a very high-end sophisticated system which can help you in meeting the goal. An example of balanced scorecard framework or dashboard is also available for you to go through it in the current slide, where areas such as financial related departments, customer related departments, business processes department are using expert systems or decision support system in the process of decision making. Also for the business performance management, monitoring, and also data for the ESS systems can be internal, external, or any other source. Last one or two slide, there is also system available as known as group decision support system, which has more capabilities or quite similar to decision support system, which is an interactive system to facilitate solution of unstructured problem by group, yeah, especially by the top management or middle management. But to support this system, as we discussed all the way, it requires specialized hardware and software, especially for example, where you will be using this specialized hardware and software during a conference call. So you might need additional hardware, for example, overhead projector, display screen, high density TV or smart TVs, smart devices, CCTV, and so on. Of course, it comes with sophisticated software which can collect all the data for further processing purpose. All right. So